Hey everybody, clearing. All right, this is going to be Divine Feminine check-in, but I'm also being instructed to pull cards here on what the DMs would say to the Divine Feminines about the stuff we're going to see here. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the Divine Feminines here, and what would the masculines say to them about what we're going to see here? What can we see for how the feminines are interpreting the journey, the connection at this time? Where are their conscious thoughts at? And what would the DMs say about it all? About what we'll see here. All right, here we go. Conscious mind about the connections. I love the let me count the ways. So feminines are kind of in this daydreamy energy about you today, masculines. Like, they really are grateful, appreciative. They feel you on such a deep level. What would the masculines say to the feminines? Feel yourself is what I heard. So this is the telepathic energetic connection or space. In the upright, it's the telepathic. In the inverse, it's like, feel your energy. It's like literally they love that you love them, but they want you to put that energy into you. You're generating this experience for yourself, feminines. And they want you to understand what you're doing there. They want you to know why you're thinking the things you're thinking and dreaming the things you're dreaming. They want you to see what you're up to there. They don't want it to be about them. They want you to deeply get to know yourself and see yourself as the magnificent energy that is innovating these ideas, and fall in love with yourself, that you have that mind and that heart that is so creative that way. They really, it's like a reflecting energy that I'm feeling. They really want you to understand it's not them that is causing you to feel this way. It's your splendor. It's your magnificence. It's like, they don't think you understand that you're the creative, flourishing, lush energy that originates these ideas, that comes up with these incredible, this world creation that you are so good at. They want you to give yourself some credit that you're a dream designer, and they're not criticizing this. Do not think you're too much with this. They just want you to take some credit for what you're up to there. Whoa, I've never channeled that message. Okay, what can we see for how the feminines are thinking about their masculine? Strength and the moon. This full moon was very powerful, and it's interesting because what I'm getting from this is other full moons that would correlate to the energy we just processed on this one would have thrown people into devil energies, paranoia, jealousy, skepticism, imbalances. And through this full moon, the feminines stayed in their balance. There's ancestors there, but where it came to you, masculines, and the connection, we have the Empress and the Lion there. Taming the lion, calming the beast. That is within them, and it's also in this connection. And so there's so much compassion that was seen for you, and to not go into subconscious fears, even on the subconscious level. So this is absolutely not spiritual bypassing. This is Beautiful energy, because this is saying it's not carpet sweeping. They're actually at this level of mastery and grace and balance and calm and peace and security in themselves, where it comes to you and your connection. So yeah, this moon, this full moon, for those who are not at this stage, it may have been a lot more difficult. For those who have been aligning and doing this work, it would have been a testament of that stage of development. They would have had a lot of calm energy, acknowledging to themselves. So again, here, I'm getting a little bit of that last message. The masculines see you as the one that's doing the work to come into these energies, feminines. But what would they say to you about this? So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh like that so much, but there's anxiety here. And so because you're calm, because you don't express the way karmic feminine expresses, and that's the status quo, these masculines are squirming. I heard they're squirming about why you're so even keel. I don't know if there was a test. I don't know if they are used to people. It feels like this full moon brought with it some kind of illusions or trigger, and the masculines were aware of it, but feminines, you didn't respond the way that a triggered person would. It's like dead calm, I'm hearing. And so the masculines are skeptical about how you're actually feeling. But you know, I just did a membership reading that went into the masculine energy, and a lot of the masculines are crying it out right now and really having that lens held up to them about their own accountability. And so yeah, feminines, when you're in this level of calm, any of the uncertainties or insecurities that the masculines need to still face or deal with will be highly evident to them, because you're then a perfect mirror. You're not going to be the scapegoat because you're wobbling. And you know, when things go karmic, if you become karmic, the squeaky wheel, you start condemning or criticizing, then it's very easy for someone to say, see, you're the problem. You're the one that's causing the stress in this situation. But when you're not that, when you are in your balance, when you're in your integrity, anything that that person still has to work on, it becomes glaringly obvious to them. And so that may be what I'm seeing here, is that these masculines are a little bit uncertain about why you're so calm right now. What are the feminines feeling on the heart space? Okay, I'm getting two messages. We have the Empress, which is my pregnancy card in the inverse, this separation. So there are themes of fertility, pregnancy, timing, biological clock, all of that stuff that the feminines are trying to stay grounded and balanced about. So whether children in this sense whether that's going to factor into your connection or not, it seems to be in the energy. It is also the passion projects and working together, collaboration, all of those things. So let's unpack the pregnancy one first. Childbearing. There are question marks here about what that's going to look like and where the two of you are at this time. And so the feminines are casually feeling into where your dynamic duo, I just heard, is at or would benefit from, whether you're going to have children, what the timing's going to look like. Those themes are there. So if it's passion projects or stepping out into an expansion independently for the abundance, I'm getting so many messages. I'm trying to choose which one to say first. The feminines are very much going through financial clearing and releasing of karma and karmic ways of dealing with finances and connections and contracts and partners. The feminines are learning not to be overcompensating or getting into things through wishful thinking, and so they are removing themselves from that stuff so they can go towards their actual abundance. And many of them masculines have had visions of the two of you working together, you know, living side by side on mission together. And right now, so many of the divine feminines I've been working with in private sessions are going through an expansion of their career, of their gifts, their talents, and you're not there beside them. And this is like getting the training wheels off, because they used to think it had to be done together. And now these feminines are realizing that opportunity is knocking, and they are feeling at a crossroads about letting go of those previous dreams or those visions they thought they had about the two of you doing this together in the physical. And they're seeing these opportunities coming in for them, even without you being there. And so this Five of Pentacles, which represents separation, in the inverse, separation is an illusion. And this is meaning that they see the energetic collaboration, the security, the love, the growth, the foundation, the lessons you've both learned as the collaboration for the two of you to spread your wings in your own unique ways. But it's this soul, this heart and soul that connects the two of you that's giving this grounding, that's giving this lift into potential. I just saw 1111, and I did see that on the membership read as well. So for some reason I'm like double rainbow. This is the abundance though. So feminines here on the heart space, they're really just sitting in this open observation of these themes coming in, being allowed to be safely there. It's like a bit of a check-in on some major life factors. What would the masculines say about this? Wow, Son of Cups. Nothing but love. Like, this message is a very open-hearted yes for anything you want to do that's going to be best for you, feminines. If it's good for you, it's good for them. So right now, before these connections come in any further, you're being encouraged to make the decisions wholeheartedly that are best for you, knowing that your true masculine here supports the decisions that you want to make, not and maybe need to make, but want to make wholeheartedly. They're rooting for you. They love your ideas. They think your ideas are amazing. And so they very much also know that none of the decisions that you're going to make that are best for you are at odds with them. You're not doing anything that would, you know, intentionally push them away. And this energy is really giving the vibration of, they know that whatever you choose is going to be so wise and abundant and beautiful. How could it go wrong with regard to them? So they're giving you a vote of confidence here. And I do see, feminines, that there are some decisions to be made, and the old version of you may have stalled or hesitated to make those decisions because your masculine isn't, you know, communicating at a certain level or in your life in a different way. Don't let opportunity knock. Open that door. Don't let opportunity knock and you don't take advantage of the things that are actually good for you. Your masculines want you to go forward to it. Get out of the mindset that that means you're outgrowing them or being pushed away, or that they don't want you and they're trying to get you to leave and let you down easy. None of that. You're not used to advocating for yourself and putting yourself first that way and considering your own energy. This is the motion that Saturn in retrograde is bringing in. So the end of November. So very much focus on your masculine is energetically there. You're not separate. They're backing you. They're rooting for you. But it needs to be a focus this month significantly for you at this time, feminines. What can we see for the Heart of Hearts? How are these feminines? Oh, I love it. High Priestess and the Ace of Cups. My cup runneth over. It's like mercy, humility, compassion. There's so much love here, masculines. Your feminines have this very, very, very sincere, embodied, ethereal. This is an expansive love. This is like, these feminines are not, you know, able to come into this safety that they can make these life choices in the energy that just channeled through without being these high priestess, unconditionally loving feminines. And so, yeah, on the heart of hearts, there's nothing but love. Isn't it exciting? And for the masculines, okay, when's the next eclipse? Somebody pop that in the comments below. This is teamwork makes the dream work. This is putting our heads together. So whatever's happening this month is setting the groundwork for actually being able to connect on some major levels and points going forward, to being on the same page. This is like the equivalent of genius. Is the definition of genius is taking things that already exist and using them in new and unusual ways. Renegade ways, I just heard. So the combination of the two of you makes for a perfect fit, a perfect match, a perfect solution, a perfect innovation, a perfect genius outcome. And so these masculines are saying, continue just losing yourself in the becoming of your highest potential right now, feminines, in your own right. Do not worry that you're going to do anything that's going to detract from these connections. Practice coming fully into your fullness here. So these masculines are saying that is the preparation for what's coming. What can we see on the manifestation level? Walking away. Okay, King of Pentacles. Walking away from looking for it out there, I heard. So this is about finding commitment and grounding and practical, realistic, grounded energy within you. This is that decision making and navigation that we're getting here, feminines. So divine feminines are feeling this pull to commit to themselves, masculine, and to walk away from putting their eggs in other people's baskets, from deferring their happiness or their timing or preferences to others. This is them coming out of waiting energy and really giving to themselves, pouring that love and commitment to self, not waiting, but living in the moment, living fully. What would the masculines say about this? I heard who do that voodoo that you do so well. They know you're good at this stuff, feminines. Your masculine, like, has channeled through, I think it was this reading, it might have been the membership one, that they see how far you've come. They've watched your transformation. Just like you're watching the evidence of their becoming, they have also seen this process for you. They know, I heard eagle eye. They've had an eagle eye on you, and they see you standing on your truth. They see you as walking the walk, talking the talk. They know that you're the real deal, feminines. And they see you continuing to up level in that regard and outdo yourself. They continually see you outdo yourself with excellence. Yes, they see your shortcomings, but they always see you pick yourself up again and do what's right with flying colors. Righteousness. What is the action that these feminines are being guided to take at this time? There's the Ten of Cups, happiness again, the inner union, putting themselves first, going towards the choices and opportunities that are their deepest fulfillment, their calling, their alignment, the things that makes their heart sing. They are giving themselves permission to, without further ado, go towards those things. Karmic relationships don't actually support the individuals in the connection to do that. It's too threatening. There's too much competition, lack, mindset. So these connections, if you look at the spaciousness in your connection and the way that you two love lightly, love loosely, love spaciously, this is allowing for full freedom of expression within the connection and as people. Allow the love that you've been developing and growing and recognizing through this journey to support you fully, feminines, into this heaven on earth way of showing up. You know, I think it was a recent message that came through, 5 to 10 minutes a day. Feel it viscerally in your body, the feeling of safety, security, and being totally loved in a partnership. Feel what that will feel like and practice feeling it now. Practice making those decisions in that energy without fear, without insecurity, without worry about being loved. Entertain the idea that you are so beyond measure loved that you can live to the fullest, that you can be in the authority of choosing in your most secure way. What would the masculine say? This connection ain't going nowhere, is what I just heard. They're hanging on to you. They would be a fool to let go of you. No matter what you think it is that's taboo or a stretch or too much for your counterpart, that's not true. They are not letting you go. They aren't. They are so excited to have found you. They love you. This is all part of the process. You're right where you need to be. What is the biggest challenge for these feminines? Knowing that this connection has all the elements, all of the ingredients for the best of the best. And this King of Wands is not coming forward yet. This divine masculine energy is not showing up just yet on the doorstep. This divine masculine energy is still baking. That's the challenge. Seeing the potential, but where's the masculine? So, what would the masculine say about this? They're wishing for it. 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. In the inverse, this is them longing, longing for this. And they can't come forward if they're not ready. And if they know developmentally they're not there yet, feminines, because that would do a disservice. If they also know that circumstances in your life are not conducive to it kicking off and never having to stop again, they can't come forward. If they know that they've got to do things that require their undivided attention first before losing themselves into the love that's going to be here, they can't come forward. And so that's the challenge. That's the challenge that, the feminines are so intimately drawn to you as well, masculines. This can be fantasizing and sexual manifestation as well. Feminines, you might be feeling a ramp up of intimate energy because your masculines are so sincerely appreciating you and are counting their blessings, and they're really feeling emotional at this time, many of them. And so it may not even be like, if you're picking up on 5D intimate energies, it may not even be that your masculine is fantasizing at this point. It may actually just be, it may actually be for once that they are, with their heart and soul craving you. I feel it up here. I feel it as a longing in the heart, not necessarily the chakras down there. And so, yeah, it's a real heart opening and a real sincere, I heard high heart blossoming. This is the challenge though, feminines, is knowing that good things take time, and this is right on track. But the closer to light speed we get, the more energy, it requires, and it feels like we're about to go into light speed here. What is the solution to this challenge? To stay in the joy and celebration, focus on yourself. This was the card that the masculines brought to the forefront here at the beginning that said, don't be focusing on them. Give yourself credit where credit is due for your creativity, your expansion, the way that you've been growing, the way that you've come to see what's possible in life, feminines. So be in that happy place, acknowledge it, have time with friends, you know, live, be joyful, dance, celebrate, focus on you. Do a victory dance, I just heard. What are the masculines wanting to say? Let the healing complete. Let the roots, the foundation, the stability anchor. So that's a little bit of a salute to the financial stuff, the transition. These masculines know what you have to go through still. You know, many of them do not burden you with what's going on their side because they don't want to add their karma onto yours. They really want to facilitate you coming through the things you need to do so that you have these deep, healthy roots to, you know, face life with them once you both come through the karmic clearing. But they really want you to start bringing in this jovial celebration energy where you don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to worry that they're going to let you down or you're going to let yourself down. You've done too much work to not trust yourself or them, and they just want you to get used to it. They want you to get used to the feeling of being safe, of being loved, of not being pressured for time, of slowing down, of allowing your whims to come to the forefront. They would like you to wake up in the morning and decide what you would just love to do and then go do it. They want to see you in that flow, in that level of flow, whatever it requires for you to move yourself in that direction with whatever is going on in your life. If you're not there yet, there's your homework. They want you to take care of that homework. Okay, what is the direction in the near future? Knight of Swords, and okay, so dreams, energetic communication, not maybe telepathic communication. This doesn't feel like direct communication. It could be indirect on social media, could be through friends. The Knight of Swords is a card of communication. I also heard, I don't need to tell you, you already know. So you know each other's energy signatures so much that you don't even need to have a conversation to know where you stand anymore. But there is a degree of walking away from certain things right now that you know is on your radar. And these, I'm getting the feeling that the masculines are wanting you just to stay the course with that. What would they say? Yeah, we're not separate right now. Everything you're going through, we're together energetically. We know each other so well. We never leave each other. You know, we've become a shared reality. Separation is an illusion. This is best right now. This is best. You know why it's best. Listen to your heart. But come into that safety is what I'm feeling to say. Okay, we're going to go to one of those. We're doing two more decks. So what is it the masculines would want to say? I meant what I said, and yes. Okay, so they have a boundary. I just heard step back for now, or I'm coming back for you. So if your connection has taken a step back and you've expressed that to each other, this reading was for you. If your connection, if your masculine has said, I'll come back for you, and hasn't made it back around yet, they still mean it. It's still a yes. Okay, what is the advice for these connections at this time? Advice for the feminines. So much keeps falling out. I'm going to take it. Know thyself. Look at that. The feminine on the card, even. So, know thyself and direction. So, know your own direction thoroughly. You cannot bring your sovereign navigation, wholeness, opinion truth to a dynamic if you do not know yourself. You've been specializing in your masculine, which is a requirement to be in sacred relationship, in healthy relationship. But you need to keep understanding yourself through all the seasons, feminines. And so, yeah, know thyself. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. See how splendorous you are, feminine? See how much your masculine wants you to understand your magnificence? I just heard I've been watching you. I know what you are. I know. Don't doubt for a second that I don't understand how incredible you are, is what I heard. And direction. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Okay, so 2 Rumi quotes. That's so beautiful. I'm going to leave it on that. All right, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now. And I've opened up sessions. Please get a session with me. I would love to work with you. This is, you know, the energy that we're moving in right now. I truly feel that November is going to be pivotal. So if you want some help getting your bearings and finding your direction, come on, come on. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. If you've made it this far, subscribe. Many blessings. Bye.